There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the ImagineEar Disney Podcast. I am your host, Matt, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend and co-host, Susie. Hello, Susie.
Hi. How's your week?
So far, so good. How about yours?
So far, so good.
Are you recovered from your Disney trip?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, and how sad is that? I literally planned my next one yesterday. We'll be going in April for like 10 days. So
hopefully going in March. So we will
yeah,
get on that soon here. So we are glad to have you guys. We already had people coming in saying hello. Hello, Christian.
yay! Hi.
Yep. So hope you guys are having a great Tuesday so far. And, we have a fun show for you this week. I'm getting like notifications all over the place. Sorry if you're hearing those.
Wow.
Yes. So,
Guys, calm down. We get it.
The little ding there. We have our good friend Vetter on YouTube watching with us. So thank you.
Hello.
Yes. And fellow agent Jonathan Sanders is with us tonight as well. So a little teaser in the next couple of minutes. We do have a very special guest. So who could it be?
I'm so excited.
But in the meantime, so just a couple of news things that we felt like we had to talk about this week.
Yes.
So there was some news about the Jungle Cruise. So briefly going to mention this. I felt like we probably knew this was coming. To some degree with.
I think you just start looking around and other people are looking around and kind of what's been going on and what's coming next. Yeah.
So the movie is supposed to be coming out this summer, I think.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was that one. They just went ahead and delayed a whole year. That one wasn't even considered, pushed back multiple times. They just.
Because at D23, they had that big moment where The Rock came rolling down the aisle in a skipper boat. We have
a full trailer already. Like, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So rock and roll.
Long overdue. So we felt like there was a potential for some work being done on the ride to actually change it. But it looks like that the changes are going to have nothing to do with the movie.
Which I like. I like that any changes they did, even to Pirates, which was a huge successful franchise, were still the integrity of the ride, didn't change. It was just sprinkled through. And I think people would have been furious if Jungle Cruise changed to a movie that we haven't even seen yet with any kind of proven success.
Correct. We don't know how the movie is going to go. It could be Pirates of the Caribbean. But it could also be Haunted Mansion.
The last 5 Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, no.
Or however many they made after the first one.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a risk. And it looks like they are going to go more of the route. So we don't know for sure what they're doing with the story. But in the teaser video, the gentleman who was on video had a Society of Explorers and Adventurers pin. So a C pin. And if you guys don't know what that is, it is some really deep Disney story lore. And if you want more info on that, actually go back to episode 2 of our interview with Imagineer McNair Wilson.
Yeah.
We talk about C and the Adventurers Club. So that'll give you a good idea of potentially what that was teasing. So we know that there are going to be some changes made. We are actually going to do an in-depth episode next week on the history of the Jungle Cruise because
it is so fun.
It is a very deep and rich history. So we have a lot of interesting tidbits and photos, both from old Jungle Cruise renditions up to current, and we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of the concept pieces that they released for this new overlay that they are going to do on the ride. So this is one of the scenes that they are going to change, and they were pretty upfront and said that it is going to be this was all about inclusion. Bringing different people into the mix, ethnicities. So, I mean, because if you don't know,
is there a woman?
Yes, there are 2 women.
I'm just figuring that out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so in both the original and in the most up-to-date version, they're all men and they're pretty much all white. So we have 2 women in this scene, and then there's lots of ethnicities. And you know what? Minor changes like this, I mean, why be upset about about them. I don't understand. So I'm all for this. We're also going to get another scene with some monkeys who have taken over the boat. And if you actually look at the previous concept art piece and look closely at these monkeys, they all coincide with someone on that pole. So there's an artist, and so there's the monkey with the paint. There was a guy with a butterfly net, so there's a monkey with the butterflies. Mm-hmm. So they're definitely tying all their stuff in, and I am excited to see what they do, especially with some typical Jungle Cruise skipper jokes. So I think Susie stepped away just for a second to take care of her dog. So I am going to take this opportunity. There we go. There's Susie. Hello. You're muted, by the way.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. He's getting better with his barks, but I would not want to miss introducing our guest for anything.
Yes. Going to some of our comments. Let's see here. Vetter says it goes real deep, and he's talking about the lore associated with the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. Let's see. And then he also says the skipper monkey is his favorite monkey. So I am sure that the animatronics that they're going to put in are just going to be hilarious. So moving on to our subject for tonight, we are going to be talking about Disney fairy tale weddings. And we are very excited to have a very special guest. We have with us tonight Michelle Bork from Travelmation.
Hello, hello.
How are we?
Great. I'm great.
Thank you so much for joining us. You told us before we started the show that this is your very first podcast episode.
My very first and this is odd. Like I can't hear myself talk with the earphones on, so that's weird to me.
Look, you're a pro now. Like
I know.
This is your podcast initiation.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Old hat and time.
I'm so excited. Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so one of the reasons several reasons we pulled Michelle on here, she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Disney destinations. With Travelmation, she's actually both mine and Susie's supervisor. So we are on Team Michelle.
Represent.
I may be biased, but I think it's the best team. So
no one here is going to argue.
I know, right? 3 for 3.
Whatever we want. It's our show.
So we have fun. Michelle also going back. How long has it been since Addison got married?
So November 2016.
2016. Wow. Yeah. Seems like yesterday. So I do some video stuff on the side, and I actually was the videographer for Michelle's daughter's wedding, Addison and Winston. And they had a Disney wedding, and they got married at the wedding chapel at Walt Disney World at the Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
And it was, that was a great day. And at the retreat this past almost 2 weeks ago, we had a very in-depth session from Disney on the benefits of having a Disney fairy tale wedding. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we learned, but then also what we have actually experienced, what Michelle has experienced in person as someone who has taken part in a Disney fairy tale wedding, and what you can expect generally when you decide to take that leap and literally have the wedding of your dreams. So Michelle sent me a lot of photos, and we're just going to kind of pull some of these up for reference. And we're also going to be taking your questions. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments box, and we'll pull it up, and we'll answer those during the show this evening. So when you book a Disney fairy tale wedding, there's a lot to go there is a lot that goes into it. There's, you pick your flower arrangements, you pick your floral arrangements, and what goes best with your colors. You also get to choose for your reception how you want that design. This demonstration was a Great Gatsby reception theme. Then, of course, also cake. Cake is important. You get to choose. They have several cakes on display, and they are ridiculously amazing in their design. And I particularly remember Addison and Winston's cake. I definitely have a photo of that, but it was just beautiful. It was very classic, and the castle cake topper that was really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So actually, when you start the process, I'll go back when you were mentioned that. You actually go to a place called Frank's. If you remember, you guys might be a little bit younger, but there's a show called Father the Bride. And in Father the Bride, they go to a wedding planner. His name was Frank. Well, you actually go to Frank's studio, which is, right there next to Grand Floridian. And you go, like you said, choose all the things that, anything you can dream of. Oh yeah, that was the cake testing day. That was my favorite. That was amazing. The frostings and the cake, and you actually do everything in one day. It's kind of
a whirlwind.
It is a whirlwind. You start at like 7 in the morning, I think 7 or 8 in the morning. Food testing, cake testing. There's the food testing. It was pretty amazing.
There we go.
So it was pretty amazing. We actually showed up in the kitchen. It was Addison and Winston and my husband and myself and the wedding planner. And there was probably, I think, 4 or 5 chefs all standing around us just for us. And they just brought us thing after thing to try, soups and steaks, and I mean, you name it. And again, this was like very early in the morning, but still I could eat at any time of the day. So it was perfect. But the experience, I mean, they literally, when we walked in this back kitchen, they're all standing in a line with their chef outfits on. I mean, we felt like royalty. It was just so amazing. We go and we try all the food. We went and visited all the venues we could, possibly imagine. And it's a lot of times people think you can, you only get married at the chapel there. You can get married anywhere in Disney property.
That's correct.
Yeah. So anywhere from any resort, if you want to go by the water and get married, if you want to anywhere on Disney property, in front of, Cinderella's castle, it's really the possibilities are pretty endless.
Yeah. A lot of people says, well, I can't afford a Disney wedding. And I say, au contraire, actually, hang on there. I mean, obviously, in front of Cinderella's castle or at the wedding pavilion, it is one of your more pricier things, especially with the castle or in front of the Tree of Life. So for those of you listening, I think Susie's having a rough time with her dog. And people are actually commenting, bring the dog out. So, they want Susie to see the pooch. The He's dog fine. Wants its own episode. So, but yeah, those are the more pricier things because there are a lot of things you have to take into consideration when you are actually booking inside the theme park venue. Typically, they are either before park open or after park close. So you're either going to have a really early wedding or a really late wedding. But there are other places on property. I know I have walked by several spots along the boardwalk in these they have these little courtyards in these little nooks. And, there's some gazebos there. It's just very kind of quaint, very small. And, those are on the lower end of the price scale. And, I don't think the pricing's too bad for them. Last time I looked, I want to say they were around like $6.
Yeah, it starts out, I don't really know what the starting price is. I mean, and you don't have to have 100 people there either.
Correct.
So if you want, the bride, the groom, mom and dad, or, sister, brother, whoever, if you want a very small, intimate wedding on the beach and, do something very small afterwards, that's, that can be, we can make that happen. Or they can make that happen. Or if you want a couple hundred people and you want the grand ballroom with the wedding chapel, or get married at Cinderella's castle. Again, yeah, if you want to do it in a theme park, the cost does go up just because they have a lot of, security and all the things that they have to take care of.
Right.
But there is, I would say that there's something for everyone. It is doable. Okay. I mean, again, we had our daughter's wedding there. So, and we are not rich by any means. So, but to us, it was important, and I knew it would be amazing. In which it was absolutely the best day of our entire lives. I mean, it was perfect from start to finish. Back when we were in the planning stages, I remember the wedding planner said to me, and I'll never forget this. She said, okay, I wrote it down so I make sure I say it correctly. She said, "You will be a guest at your own daughter's wedding." Like, at first I was like, wow. And then I thought about it. And then I joked with her. I said, "So I won't be cleaning up afterwards and rolling up the tablecloths or, putting up decorations." She goes, No. You walk in, everything is completely done. Actually, the mom and dad, my husband and I, got a preview actually before any of the guests were allowed in. They brought us in special. They lined up the cast members on both sides of the doorway to greet us, because we were allowed to go in before anyone else, just to get our crying out, to get our oh
Sure.
my God, this is beautiful. And they all just stood. They just wanted to see our reaction. And it was such that, in such a Disney way, they do those special moments that, you can't even put it into words. You're like, it's just like they say, it's magical. Another thing that they said to me that really stuck out when we were planning it, they said, "We will take care of any issues before there is an issue." And that was so, wedding days are so stressful, and you're like, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if this? And when she said that to me, I felt very confident. I was like, okay, awesome. And which we did. There was an issue that came up the morning of my daughter's wedding that we did not know anything about until they had already fixed it. So I guess the photographer had a family emergency and he couldn't be there. And the wedding planner came up to me and she's like, "I just want to let you know, the photographer had a family emergency. He couldn't make it today, but we already have a new team here to take over your photography." And it wasn't even like a stumble. It's like, oh, okay. And it was great.
And I actually have a photo of the photographer here. The photography team that does these weddings, they are phenomenal. Each one of them is just so talented. They've been doing this for years and really providing, lasting memories for each bride, for each groom. And it was so, again, I did the video for it, but it was so cool just seeing everything that Michelle is saying just kind of come into place. You really didn't have to do anything. You could just enjoy the day. And I think that is a selling point I haven't even thought about until you said it. I mean, it's I think that could be critical for everyone that's involved with.
Well, it's huge for the mother of the bride, because it's so stressful, and you want to make sure everything is so perfect. And every step of the way, Disney gave me that confidence. It didn't matter, it was going to be perfect. And so I tell you, there was not one glitch in the entire day. I mean, it was just like clockwork. And they had the thing is, they had a team of people. So we had our one wedding planner, but everything had a team of people. There was a team of people at the church, a team of people at the reception, a team of people. I mean, it was just constant, over and above just the people that were helping and just every step of the way. It was amazing.
Yeah, the Disney Fairytale Weddings crew is a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But like I said, she got married at the wedding pavilion. So, the wedding pavilion is iconic, but just to show you the kind of options that you can get. So if you're wanting to have a view of the castle, obviously the wedding pavilion is designed. If you go inside the wedding chapel, behind that window that you can't see because it's blown out, but the castle is within the window frame. If you want to have an outdoor wedding there at the wedding pavilion, there is a little area that has the arch, and then the castle is again centered in the frame. So really, I think one of the big takeaways about Fairytale Weddings is you can pretty much have whatever you want. To a degree, so as little or as much.
Pretty much. I mean, that's when in the planning process, they are pulling information out of you. Like, what is it that makes you? What's special about the bride and groom? One of the things we had said is Beauty and the Beast. My daughter is a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. We're big Disney people, but she loves Beauty and the Beast. And they were able to put those small, subtle touches. So it wasn't like over Beauty and the Beast, but if you look on the floor there, that's the rose, from Beauty and the Beast. Just those subtle touches. And when everybody went to go eat, so going up to the buffet, they played Be Our Guest. It was just like all these like little touches that were made it special for her because that is her favorite show. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's the detail that they are able to give you just with those small touches. I know even with the cakes, you can get like the ones that Addison and Winston had, tiered stuff. I've also seen ones that they can actually project images onto.
Yes. You know what? I had a video of that, Matt. I should have sent that to you. Maybe we'll have to post that later.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
there's we went to a they used to have Disney bridal shows. I don't know. I hope they bring those back someday because that was amazing. And one of the things they featured at the bridal show was a cake that they did the projection, just like Cinderella's Castle, like they do now with the projections. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was like, what? How is that? Oh, wow. So that was pretty amazing. My daughter's more classic, so she did not want the projection on her cake, but we did have, if you saw in the back, that last picture you showed, Matt, I don't know if you can show that again.
Yeah.
Again, just, with the castle projection and the fireworks projection and the teal uplighting, again, just all these like little touches that just kind of made it so cool. Matt, do you have a picture of the table, like the table settings?
Yes, I do. That's their table setting that they had. So
yeah, I mean, this was just again, we were working with a pretty tight budget. This table setting was, one of the lower cost. I mean, they came up with this idea because my daughter, she said, I like the teal. She gave her the colors and they kind of put this all together. They're like, okay, we're going to make it, budget friendly for you, but still like really have an elegant feel. And so Disney just like, put this look together and I thought it looked amazing.
Yeah. Everything is just so customizable. You can really have the wedding of your dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so, well, the big thing now is, so we've always mentioned that Travelmation, the agency that both Susie and I work with, and Michelle, of course, is an authorized Disney vacation planner, and we are actually a platinum agency. So we have the privilege of this year, if we are able to help book Disney Fairytale Weddings, I believe as long as you book by September of 2021, September of this year, We'll see if they extend that. Hopefully they do. But
yeah, we're kind of in a trial. We're one of their trial agencies because, Disney loves Travelmation so much. So they're allowing us to be one of the testers of booking Disney weddings, which I think is just an amazing opportunity for us.
And I think we already have a wedding on the books.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they announced that at the retreat.
Nice.
So not with me and Susie, but another one of our agents has a Disney wedding coming up. So yes. So as your travel advisors, we can actually help you with your Disney wedding if you want to go get married at Disney World and Disneyland. I think they have weddings over there too. So
and Disney Cruise Line.
And Disney Cruise Line.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct. So we had an agent who was supposed to get married on a Disney cruise back in September, and unfortunately that didn't take place. But
yeah. Sorry, Joy.
Sorry, Joy. The past 2 cruises I've been on, I've actually seen weddings there at Castaway. So it's a lot of fun. There are so many options, and if you are seriously considering booking your wedding this year, you don't have to get married this year, but booking your wedding this year, and Disney World or Disneyland or Disney Cruise Line is on your bucket list or on your wish list to have your Fairytale wedding, we can help you out with that. So as always, you can find us by emailing us at ImagineEarsPodcast@gmail.com. These emails go directly to Susie and I, and we go through them. And together as a team, we tackle these and just give you the best service possible. So again, our email is ImagineEarsPodcast@gmail.com. And, in addition, Walt Disney World is actually celebrating the 50th anniversary this year. So we are doing a giveaway. But it's gonna last for a month. So from this show through March 1st, if you guys book a 2021 Disney World package or any vacation package, we talked between the two of us, and we're like, let's just extend this to everyone. So if you book a vacation package with us, we will give you a $50 Visa gift card or a Disney gift card if you're going to Disney World. Obviously, a Disney gift card doesn't work if you're not going to Disney. So if you're going to an all-inclusive down in Mexico, we can give you a Visa gift card, and you can use that however you like. But you have until March 1st to contact us and let us know when you would like to travel in 2021. If you're going to Disney World, it's a $200 deposit for a package. And so if you're considering that, email us again, and we will get the ball rolling on your vacation. So, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry we had to drop Susie out.
I guess I'm your new co-host, right? Sorry,
you're my new for tonight, for sure. Yeah, poor Copper. He's just adjusting to home life. Susie just got her dog a few weeks ago, and we've recorded a couple of times, and he's been great. Most of the time he's been asleep, but I guess tonight
he decided he wanted to be a part of the show. Yeah, absolutely.
He was not asleep. So let's see. Real quick, I do want to make sure we had a lot of comments tonight, and we are super thrilled about that. Let's see. So Danny on YouTube says, instead of Country Bears, my favorite Fairytale wedding will be Figment. And when he says imagination is a blast, that's the exact moment we're pronounced husband and wife. If you want to do that, I'm sure they can arrange it.
They can make it happen.
They can make it happen.
They can make it happen. Yep, absolutely.
Colin is watching tonight. He says, amazing. Start saving up, Gainel.
Yes. 4 kids. So they've got.
Hey, at least it's commissionable, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Best money you'll ever spend. Absolutely. It was amazing.
Mike says I might have to start believing in love again and have a Disney wedding.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. If nothing else, just to get married at Disney.
We hope you believe in love regardless, but yes, the Disney weddings can definitely help. So let's see here. I think that's about it. So we thank you guys for watching. As always, you can find us. We are on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can find us by searching for the ImagineEar Disney Podcast. And if you like listening to tonight's episode, come subscribe to the podcast. We are on Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. Leave us a review. Tell us what you think about the podcast. And, we really we love the support from you guys. We love doing this every week. It is a blast. And speaking of a blast, don't forget our weekly Friday night movies on our Discord channel. This coming Friday, we will be watching the 1990s classic D2 The Mighty Ducks. So come pop in on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern as we watch D2 and comment along. And it's going to be fun as always. So thank you again, everyone, for listening. We look forward to coming at you next week with another episode. And until then, remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.